Hey fam, thanks for being patient with me and coming back. I'm sorry I'm in the dark. I absolutely love the dark, and this is my plant that I have next to me. My beautiful big plant. Like I said in my other vlogs, I want to stay more connected and keep in touch with you all a little more. So I just wanted to come check in with you all today, just to say hi and let you all know what's going on with me. If you're new to my channel and my vlogs, my name is Elle. I am a twin flame who is currently physically separated from my beloved, and my vlogs are just basically about what I experience, what I feel, what's going on with me. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm just going through life just like everybody else is, and I just happen to realize, know, and find out that I am a twin flame, and I know who my beloved is. And I wanted to share my experience with you all, just in case, you're experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing, in hopes that we can share, learn, and grow with each other. So today is Tuesday, August 18th, and some stuff has been going on with me. This weekend, I got attuned to three different forms of Reiki. Yay! So now I can add on these new forms of Reiki to my Reiki resume. Um, yeah, I went to a website by the name of ascensionreiki.com, and I reached out to the two beautiful individuals who have founded the website, and they give all information about the three different forms of Reiki that they attune individuals to. And check this out, fam, they attune you for free. So what I did was I did some reading on the different forms of Reiki. I followed them on Facebook. I sent them some emails. They answered my emails, and I just decided to do it. And they do the attunements once a month, and they do them for free for anybody who wants to partake in this beautiful opportunity. And it was absolutely wonderful. I actually think that I feel the energy of this Reiki when I use it. And I feel the energy of the other forms of Reiki that I practice, and that I have been attuned to and are masters to as well. Um, yeah, but it was just a really great experience, because actually on Saturday, it was a day where the energy was trying to make Earth and everybody, all its inhabitants, fall asleep and still be trapped up in the veil and the illusion of life. But it just didn't work out that way. The energy did not work out that way. There was a lot of activity on planet Earth, which demonstrated and proved that Mother Earth is not sleeping like it was supposed to be sleeping. And I think that I really tapped into that energy as well. And it was just so beautifully synchronistic, because Friday was the new moon, and Friday's new moon was all about newness, like a new moon is supposed to be about. But it was also a new moon that brought along a lot of courage, and it brought along a lot of new ideas, or you revisiting the things that you need to improve on, and have the courage to actually move forth with these things. And it also facilitated you letting go of the things that do not serve you any purpose anymore, in your on your path. So for me, there was a lot of release with regards to me grieving the current separation, physical separation between my twin and I, and also a lot of grieving regarding the fact that he has decided not to communicate with me the way that he did, um, a few months ago. But the great thing about that is I am of a knowing that although you may be physically separated from your twin and you may not communicate with them on this plane, the energies that have been coming in because of all of the solar activity and all of the universal activity and all of the energy that the earth is being bombarded with from higher beings and also the sun and the universe, this energy allows us to grow and ascend into the higher levels of spirituality. It also allows us to obtain more information from illuminated beings, higher beings, and it's like a a basic download for a new and improved you. So I also worked with that energy as well, and I was able to grieve and release some of the things that didn't serve me any purpose with regards to this connection. And in that grieving and releasing, that allowed me to have space to do other things like instill more love within me for humanity and for myself and also for my beloved. And I want to also mention that I realize that for me it is very important to surround myself with love and also send love to him and his wife. And I know that it might be a challenge to some other flames who are in the same situation that I'm in, but I've come to an understanding that everything is energy. And one of the major forms of energy is love. And if you really love your twin, then you should really love the person that they're with, right? Because there's something about them, there's something about your twin's significant other that has drawn them to this other individual. But on top of that, there's something about this other individual that your twin may think is you. Like, this other individual helps your twin to grow. And in growth, you grow also. So it's kind of like I guess it's kind of sort of twisted if you want to think about it in the 3D sense, but if you really sit down and meditate on it, it's really not twisted because I myself personally, I go through the transition of 3D and higher, 3D and higher, and more so now, I feel like I'm vibrating in either 5 or 6 because I don't feel as much hurt and pain, if that makes any sense at all. It's more, I more feel like, you know what, I miss him, I love him, I want to reach out to him. I don't want to overstep my bounds. I don't want to do the things that he does not, that he has asked me not to do, which is one of the hardest things in the world. Like, I want something from him and he's not giving it to me. He wants something from me. If the least I can do is give it to him, although it may not be something that I necessarily want, I do know that he needs it more than me doing what I think is best for him, because in all reality I don't know what is best for him. I'm living life just like everybody else is. I might think that I know what's best for him, but I really don't know what's best for him, and half of the time I don't even know what's best for me. I'm sure you will go through that also. But I do know that if somebody asks me for something, then why can't I give it to them if it's in my power, even if it's something that I might necessarily want? Case in point, he has asked me not to, communicate with him because he's going through an internal battle with himself whereby he knows he needs to heal. And in communicating with me, his soul longs to be with me so much, according to what he says, that he is unable to do the work. So, therefore, I don't reach out to him and communicate with him the way that I used to because he's asked me not to. Now, is this painful and hurtful to me? Yes, of course it is. He's asking me something to do something that I don't necessarily want to do. Like I want to reach out to him and ask him how his day is. That's just the normal thing that a human being would want to do for somebody else that they care for. But being that he has asked me not to, this is that's something that I have to do. I cannot reach out to him. He ha- he hasn't gotten to the level whereby I could, whereby, or at least I feel like he hasn't gotten to the level whereby I could express certain things to him, like what my needs are from him. So therefore, at this point and stage in this connection, I have to take a step back away from what it is that I feel like I really want to do, and switch that around and focus more on my connection with my spirit guides, my connection with God, my initiations, mastering myself, my emotions, finding out more about what my true path is, learning more about this twin flame energetic connection that he and I are in, things like that. Those are the things that I put that desire for into, instead of desiring to be with him as much. And I find that when I'm able to flip it around, like when I'm able to have the same desire that I have for him for something else that deals directly with me, that helps me more. It helps me feel more confident within this energy, feel more confident as a soul on this heavy, dense planet, living this life and living through this connection. It helps me to stay focused on this path and this mission. So yeah, it gives me the courage to say to myself, okay, I might feel this way and I feel like I'm not getting what I want, but in the grand scheme of everything that is happening in the world, I know that God has a plan for me, and I know that as long as his will is done, then I know that I'm doing the right thing. So I take great comfort in knowing that I may not be able to, I may not be able to move my hands in this whole energetic connection and make it turn out the way that I want it to. But at the end of the day, I know that it's turning out the way that it needs to turn out, for the betterment of me, for the betterment of him, and for the betterment of humanity on a whole. Because that's, twin flames are here to help instill the new template for, the template of love and relationships. I don't like to use that word. Um, for the new earth. So for me, I am okay with going through the 3D motions as long as I can get to the 13th, 14th, 15th D purpose, for me personally, because I take great honor in the fact that I'm a flame. I take great honor in the fact that I'm here. I take this connection extremely seriously, because want to I don't want to do this over and over and over again. Of what I understand about myself, I learn my lessons hard, and I don't want to do this over and over and over and over. I mean, like, I can't even imagine how many times I've done this. I'm not saying that I don't want to come back, but I'm saying that when I do come back, I want to come back at a higher spiritual level. I don't want to keep on coming back at this spiritual level to have to endure these heavy energies and these really intense heartaches and pains. And I know that in experiencing them and sharing them, I'm hoping that it'll give other individuals who are flames and who are not flames some type of insight on how they might be able to handle what they're experiencing. So I was talking about Friday. Yeah, Friday was the new moon, all about newness, courage, new ideas, planting your seeds, And it was so synchronistic because on Friday, I was like, yes, I'm going to do this on Saturday. And then Saturday came with the attunements, and I was ready, and I felt all of the energy. It felt really, really good. It was like I was not asleep. Like the energy said I was supposed to be asleep. I was very observant and aware of what was happening, just like Mother Earth was, with all of the different things that were happening um, on the planet, and with Mother Earth. So yeah, so I got attuned to these three new forms of Reiki, and I'm so excited. I definitely feel the energy of Reiki even more, and I'm so very grateful that I was given the opportunity to become attuned in these three different forms. I'm going to give you the information, um, the website. I'm going to post the website of the Ascension Reiki that I was attuned to. So, in saying all of that, I am also realizing that I really need to get going with the things that I need to be doing. Like I'm really, really slacking. I really need to be belly dancing more. I really need to be praying more. I need to be saying my mantras more, doing my hand mudras. I need to be journaling more. And it's really time to get working because in September uh, things are going to be happening like crazy. There's going to be so much wonderful energy, and I want to have some type of routine down, or at least in the works, so that when all of this crazy and wild and great energy comes in, I'm grounded in one part of my spirituality. And if something happens whereby the energy might make me feel chaotic, I know that I'm grounded enough that I have my mantras, I have my belly dancing, I have my prayers, I have my crystals, I have my cards, I have this, and that. So I'm always able to ground myself in these things. And yeah, fam, it is going to be so wild in September. I am so excited. This is just absolutely wild. Just check this one thing out. My son was born on a full moon total lunar eclipse. This year, on his birthday, is a full moon total lunar eclipse. 19 years to the day on his birthday. In September. Not only it's just a lot of things are happening in September, including my son's birthday and the eclipse and all of this other stuff. So I'm going to definitely stay in touch with you because I want to give you information about some of the things that we will be experiencing energetic wise in September, and give you a little bit of information on how you can work with the energy to your benefit. Really exciting things. So I don't want to keep you too long because it's almost 10 o'clock and I need to go to get something to eat, and it is blazing hip hop and R&B in my room. So yeah, thanks for staying in touch. Thank you for being patient, and I hope that you all are enjoying your week. I will give you all of the information about Ascension Reiki and also information about the different forms of Reiki that I practice. If you will want healing, please reach out to me. If you want information about different forms of Reiki or whatever the case may be, reach out to me. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or just want to show some love, hit me below and I will check you later. I hope you all have a great